Welcome.
We're on
the Zeke and Luth Pod.
Wait,
and we have...
This isn't the Ned's Declassified Pod?
No.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Daniel.
We're missing Lindsay.
Oh, we are.
We're
Yes,
missing Lindsay.
Yeah.
So this is the Zeke and Luth
Zeke
Pod.
and Luth
Welcome
Pod.
back.
That's
Welcome
right.
back.
Got Devon
Hey, guys.
Werkheiser.
Devon Werkheiser.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
No,
congrats on this.
Oh, thank you, man.
Thank
It's
you
a
so
vibe.
much,
Yeah.
man.
You inspired us. You know?
You couldn't get enough, huh, Daniel?
Couldn't get enough. I was like,
not
I need
enough
more.
talking.
I need more.
You know, I appreciate because this kind of feels like the same like how you were on Ned's and then you went to Zeke and Luther. So you did the Ned's pod
I
and
didn't
now you're
switch
doing the
over.
Zeke and Luth pod.
If you take him
You
from
know,
me forever
damn.
again,
Oh,
we
no.
got beef,
Well,
Hutch.
I'm gonna do my best not to.
Hey,
That's right. That's
No,
why you're in the middle, Daniel.
But honestly, when you came on Ned's pod,
yeah.
I feel like that whole episode was mostly me and Lindsay watching you guys talk, and I get why this podcast now exists. I was thoroughly entertained. I was like, these guys have a
shit.
dynamic, and you have a way of telling stories, man.
Thank
I
you.
loved having you on the Ned's pod. I love that episode.
Oh, dude, I loved it. Honestly, it's the reason why I wanted to do it. And like, you know, you and Daniel and Lindsay, I mean, were the reason that I had the fun I had because, you know, I've told this story already, but Daniel literally goes, "You have to come on the pod to promote the movie," and I went. I sure as fuck don't have to come on the pod. And he goes, "You really do. It's promotion. It's going to be big. I promise you." And I go, "Look, buddy, I've had Haagen-Dazs exclusively
for the last.
for a while." And I said, and when I tell you that there hasn't been any moving to counteract it,
that Haagen-Dazs.
like, I don't know about all this. And bro, those comments are some of
ate 'em
my
up.
favorite. They destroyed
Grilling 'em.
me
I
on that
know.
one.
I hope
I
they
know.
made you laugh as much as they made me laugh.
I'm sure. No, they have to. Dude, oh no. When someone said, why does Zeke look like a 50-year-old man?
Dang.
I went,
These years been putting the
shit.
paws
I
on
went,
them.
look, you know, I said, look, I may be sober, but you know, there were still cigarettes and pizza and ice cream.
Yeah.
Now there's no cigarettes.
That's a bad diet.
So that's a
That's
good
not the
one.
best
That one's
diet.
gone now. And
Sometimes there's hater comments that just are for me just like they just make me go
Right.
Sometimes they got a sense of humor to them.
That's
But I
what
go,
I'm saying.
I go, you know what?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That's a knee slapper right there.
Oh shit! Well, no, the best one was when someone said, "Wait, ... That's not fucking Zeke, is it?"
Is it?
I think
Unfortunately, it
there was
is.
I wish I had the perfect. I wish I wrote some of these down to bring to you today.
Yeah.
But I forget. There was one just simple enough of just like it looks like Zeke ate Zeke or something, and I was just
no,
like,
that's the
that's
worst one.
amazing.
Oh,
I went.
no.
But you know what? You look. I'm 2 pounds away from below 200.
Yeah, you look
So
amazing
Thank you,
right
sir.
now,
Thank
bud.
you. You know,
Yeah.
so that's why I'm able to laugh at it because when that first came out, man, I was still rocking the same goatee, and people were like, "What the fuck is
that?
going on?"
What
And I was
the
just
fuck
like,
even is that?
I literally, ew,
That is
ew,
brother.
Oh no,
No, brother.
No, brother.
No, brother.
I don't know.
Sometimes the
Yeah.
internet is gold,
Vicious.
man.
Yeah, it's just I'll tell you. Okay, I got one last one, bro. One last one. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Talk.
Man, I used to have such a crush on that guy. And then there's like, and then it's this face, then it's this one.
Dang, no, sir.
Like,
Oh my
I'm
god.
like, well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. You know,
Savage,
life
man.
happened, you know,
Bro.
things happen.
But besides your appearance, you came on and just told some of the fucking funniest stories I've ever heard. So
Yo, he's amassed a bunch of funny stories.
yeah, I was
man.
thoroughly entertained. I'm glad you've gone through the shit you've gone through because it's entertaining for me.
I appreciate. You know what? It's one. You got to look at the bright side
Yeah.
sometimes. You
Somebody
know?
came on
You know,
top.
like that's why, because that clip got viewed so many times. Check your balance, 43 cents. And I swear to God, when that happened, I literally looked at that. I think I stared at the screen for a good minute, like seeing if am I fucked up right now?
Am I reading the
Am
decimal wrong?
I can't possibly. This can't be
it. Bro, I
And
need
then-
glasses,
oh
my guy.
Yeah,
God.
we've all been there, man.
Yeah, it was a horrible,
Bro.
but it happened so fast.
You talking about you put the
Yeah.
you put the credit card in the ATM
And so I
or
tried to pull
whatever.
out $20 for alcohol, of course, and it goes insufficient funds, right? And I go, that can't be. And I haven't been checking my account because I'm drunk every day. So I decided to just put it in, and I'm just like, it goes 43 cents.
The ATM said, "Go to rehab, Hutch."
Immediately
that's what
said
it
that.
might as well say that.
It pretty much said, you've ran this course as far as it can go.
Yeah, the paths run out.
To which I went, I can find a way to keep going.
Yeah.
Dang,
And so it was
always.
free. It was good, but that was the beginning of the end. That's how I would call it. That would be the beginning of the end of the drinking
Of the debauchery.
of that saga.
So the beginning of you getting it together.
Yeah. The beginning of the end, which was the beginning of the rebirth.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
where
that's
we
right.
are.
Yeah, that's right.
Proud of you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate
Can
that.
we talk about something? I haven't seen you since, and
Oh no.
Uh-oh. What's the something?
I don't know if you guys have talked about it, but this moment happened in Australia in January.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, no. We've talked about it.
Have you talked about it on the pod
Hutch
yet?
and my friendship almost was ruined again.
All
Okay,
right.
all right, listeners at home.
Yeah.
My sister lives in Australia.
Uh-huh.
I happen to be there for my niece's first birthday. I go there for family stuff, okay? Daniel happened to be there.
Same week.
Daniel and Hutch happened to be there
Working.
the same exact week,
That's right.
which is crazy
Yeah.
for work.
I'm still bitter about this.
For some acting
Coaching.
convention,
Yeah, we're
acting
teaching.
coaching conventions they do. So they're there the same time. We have one night to meet up, Daniel and I. He meets up with me and my sister, and then we're gonna meet the rest of his team, which is including Hutch, to go out. It's one of their
the teachers.
friends.
Oh, did it include me?
One of the friends was a birthday. Well, you were included in the plans,
That
just
didn't
not
really
in the
fucking
fun.
Include me.
It's one of their friends who they're working with. It's one of their birthdays, so we have a plan to go
And show them a great time.
show them a great time. We're gonna go. There is, by the way, Sydney is an incredible city, but there is not a ton of nightlife there in my
It's
experience.
all in that one area, the rocks.
And it's a lot of like pubs, and you kind of like, it's not like clubs. They don't have a lot of them in my experience.
But this one spot
Yeah.
that I always go to whenever I'm out there, the Argyle.
Yes.
It's lit. Check it
Daniel's
out.
like, that's where we're gonna go take this girl for her
Fuck the
birthday.
Argyle.
Three-level club.
We're all gonna,
I'm saying it right now. Fuck the Argyle.
we're all gonna go
Throw that right out
as a
there.
crew. So Daniel and my sister and I, we meet up with his crew outside the Argyle, and we're going to get in. And Hutch, for some reason, decided on a weekend night out in a major international city,
First off,
going
these-
to a club,
Right.
decided, before you defend yourself, decided to wear sweatpants.
Sweatpants.
Right,
What did they
but
call them?
the-
Trainers.
Hold on. Yeah, they were called trainers.
Wearing your
They were called
trainers.
trainers. They were
Can't wear
called
the
joggers.
trainers.
And these were like I'd bought these from not Nordstrom's Rack. I went to Nordstrom's
real
for
Nordstrom.
these.
The
real Nord-
Okay.
okay.
So
Okay.
these were like expensive. I'm like, these look nice. They've got zippers and everything. Okay.
Spend more money and get turned away.
I'm thinking this has got to be okay.
Listen,
But
I've
it
made
wasn't.
this
Wasn't
mistake
okay.
before.
Yeah.
We come from LA where you
Right.
can kind of go out in
Casual.
sneakers and sweatpants to a club.
Sure.
You know.
That doesn't exist in other places. They got to
Yeah.
keep a certain, like you can't wear like a hat like I'm wearing
Right.
in clubs in other
It's a little
countries.
more
It's just-
classist. Not even classy, just class.
they just try and keep an aesthetic in there,
Sure,
right?
sure,
like,
I get it.
So
Yeah.
so we all meet up outside this club, and
This is
and we're all, I don't know. There's like maybe like 9 of us, and
Because
we're
they
all,
beat us there. Hutch was
Yes.
already there having the altercation with
Yeah.
the bouncer.
And so we're going through the ID checks, and then just the checks with the bouncer and the pat down, and then the dress code look. And what happened was we all got in, Hutch didn't,
Yeah.
and it was this movement of people where we're getting ushered into the club.
Oh, and it's popping. Like all the lights are flashing.
We're walking through this like tunnel of lights
Yeah,
and brick, and
it's
it's a vibe.
amazing.
Meanwhile, Hutch is just outside
Yeah.
this alleyway.
I want to make it clear that for the listeners that I'm hearing a lot of excuses.
yeah. The
I'm hearing a
school of
lot of
fish just
excuses
left
as
him.
to why somehow I was abandoned.
I
outside.
remember, first of all, these were not my plans. This was not my group. I was just going with the flow. Daniel was walking in.
Yeah.
I look back at just a sad boy Hutch.
Yeah.
At the
Yeah.
end, at the
No.
end of this lit hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just looking at us like, is this really happening?
I've been othered.
And
Yeah.
I see Daniel walking into the club, and I just remember shouting back at Hutch, "We'll come back for you,"
Bro,
knowing we never
we couldn't.
would.
No.
We
no.
couldn't.
We didn't make it home till like 5 in the morning.
Nope, the party was inside, and we were going to the
let
party.
me-
And your
Yeah.
sister had called me a bitch and said that I wasn't gonna drink. And I was like, no, there's no way. I'm not going down like that.
Yeah, that's the classic trap.
Yeah,
The
you know.
minute
so I
someone
had to.
says you're a bitch, you
Yeah.
used to be like, What the fuck did you say?
Especially my sister. It was
Okay.
so great.
A mother.
My sister, a mom. It's
Don't
her
be a
first
bitch.
night out in a year since she's had my niece, and
Yep.
we're all out. And they ask like, "You guys want another round?" And Daniel was like,
Yeah, I'll play it
My
safe.
sister was like, "You a bitch, Daniel?"
I ain't no bitch. Give me that. Give me that Guinness.
Daniel was on a mission to party after that. But yeah, did you feel as bad as you looked, Hutch?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Ooh.
sorry
Actually,
about that.
I actually, whatever you saw was just the start of the descent into just sadness
Yeah.
of being completely and utterly abandoned.
Yeah,
Bruh.
you were left on the street.
On the streets of Sydney. I don't know it that well. You know, you pretty much just have me like out there on these cobblestones,
Yep,
fucking sitting there. It's cold as shit. Okay.
Oh.
And I'm in there, and the guy's literally the guy. It looks at me and goes, "No," and I go, "What? Well, I can. I mean, can I give you like a 20 or so? I don't
we
care.
tried to
I don't
negotiate.
care." And he goes, "There's nothing that I can do for you. You're wearing joggers." And I go, "I know that. I didn't know that this was that type of place. I can't go back to the hotel. All my friends are going in. Can't you make an exception?" And he goes,
Looks again to see
he
if you
looks
change.
just to make sure that they're still fucking joggers.
Which they
And
are.
he goes, "Can't help you, pal."
Dog.
And I go, all right, cool. And I literally, I remember this moment because you actually did a movement. I don't know if you remember this movement, but you went, "No." And you reached out to me as you walked backwards into the place.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you
I
went,
do
You
remember.
went, "No,
Sorry,
help
bud."
me," right? Like he was like
Being
like-
pulled away.
like he was being pulled
Sucked
away by
into the
some
force
force.
field.
I was.
That made it
I
so he
was.
couldn't
The
he
force
couldn't
of
come
the-
over.
Oh,
the
the
force of the
coolness.
party.
The force of the party.
The birthday girl,
That's- yeah.
Daniel, who is
Daniel,
really
look,
organized this
right,
whole thing,
right,
and,
Daniel-
and is the reason I'm there that evening. I'm
Right.
there to hang out with Daniel.
Yeah, of course.
Daniel's
Totally.
walking in. I remember looking at you and just like,
No.
see you, bud.
No. And I
Bro.
just and I go, "There's no way they're coming back out."
Nope.
I said, "There's no
I
way."
think I told him, hey, meet us at Glenfiddich. It's right up the street.
You said actually. I'll tell you exactly what you said. Just because
We'll be out.
I want it to be clear how little of what you said actually happened.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
bro.
which was, bro, give me about 5 minutes. I'll get everyone settled. I'll come back out. I'll grab you, and then we'll try to figure out like how to like he like full
Damn.
on had like a solution.
It was
To
a
the
it
problem.
was a solution.
You
It
were just never
wasn't
gonna act on it.
executed.
You abandoned it, and then the
yes.
next day. So here's to
Then
because you
we had
weren't
to
here for
teach.
this
We had
next
to
day.
teach, yeah.
This is where I go up and Daniel
he
being
grilled. He
being
grilled me.
pretty. I don't like to say this
Came in
word, but at
chipper.
the time, yeah, he's a very chipper guy.
Everybody ready for the
You
day?
know? And he goes, "Hey man, crazy, right?" And I go,
no.
yeah, it was definitely fucking crazy, yeah. And he goes, what'd you end up doing? I go, I went home. I went back to the hotel.
Sad.
And I went
and
back to the
alone.
hotel. Yeah, I actually texted the group chat a couple times, didn't hear back from anyone. Decided I would just take an Uber back.
I forgot.
And he
I
goes,
forgot to
"Well,
text that.
I mean, hey, things happen." I go, No, that's actually not really. Things don't just happen. People like have to do things for things to happen.
Oh no.
And he goes, he turns to me. This is what I love because me and Daniel have been in maybe 4 confrontations in like 12 years, right? And he turns to me. He goes like this. He goes, "Do you need to step outside to talk about it? Like, are you? What's going
because
on?"
we're there, you're like, and
Yeah,
there's,
we're
there's
like
people,
about to
it's
teach.
respectable.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's like, hey,
And I'm
we
just
gotta
staring at him
coach.
like this. I'm just looking at him like this.
I'm like, we don't look like people are starting to kind of look. Is there an issue?
There's an issue. Yeah. So we go outside and he goes, "What's
Tyler
what's,
Stillman even was like,
Tyler
hey, I need you guys
Stillman.
to calm it down a little
Yeah, he
bit.
goes, "There's no reason to like it." And I go, "No, there's a fucking reason. I got a reason. I got
let's talk
9.
about this, man.
I got
Let's talk
9
about
different
outside.
reasons.
Yeah.
9 different dollars it took to get home. 9
Dang.
different walking steps I took to get away from the Argyle. So we go outside, and it was funny as shit because he goes, "It wasn't your birthday," and I go,
Facts.
I do know you're right about that. You're right. It was not my birthday.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna
And,
we're gonna go stand out on the street
right,
with
we're
you
gonna
for
stand
this
out on the
girl's
street.
birthday
Yeah, this
because
girl's
you
birthday.
wore fucking
Not a
sweatpants,
chance.
dog.
Right. So he kind of tried to flip it on me,
Yeah.
which I appreciated because I was like, okay, I'm always down for an argument. And then I go, Daniel, regardless of whose birthday it was, don't leave a man behind. loyalty,
No man
you
left
know, that
behind.
whole thing. We're like all for one, one for all. You pretty much were like all for me, fuck you. And so that's why I'm upset. And he goes, I can see why you feel this way. But because Daniel's you know one of the smartest people I know.
Yeah.
So he goes, I understand, but and then he gave me like the list of reasons why. Like, look, this is why it all transpired. I went, look, I understand that. I'm telling you that my feelings are hurt.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I'm trying to say.
And
He
I'm
goes,
telling you, there's nothing I can do.
he
about
goes,
that.
yeah. He goes, well, I'm sorry about that. We good? And I was like, what? Yeah, you apologize. That's all I'm really looking for.
That,
you know,
that was my face to you walking into that club was seeing, I know your feelings are hurt, but there's nothing I can do.
I know.
The current is
current
inside. It's
in
going
there.
inside,
Yeah.
and you
I know.
are left
And
behind.
I'm left behind.
I hope you guys can watch the Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode titled Thunder Gun Express someday. There's this recurring thing of they're trying to get to this movie and they can't, and people keep getting stuck, and then the rest of the gang moves on without them and just yells back to them, I'll come back for you. Go back, knowing they won't. And it's a recurring joke. And this was that night.
This was really, you know, and it's okay because I know for a fact that there were a couple times in my failed career of drinking that I definitely pulled some shit.
You
where
left some men behind?
No,
are you
Daniel,
kidding me?
yeah, there were times where Daniel was like,
Bruh.
look, broski, if you weren't my boy,
Yeah.
you'd be flat on your ass right now.
Yeah.
You would have been cold cut.
Oh,
Like you would have
yeah.
been punched.
Yeah. If he
You
wasn't
know.
great at anything, he was great at letting you down.
Shit.
while he was
Go
during
ahead and
that
put
phase,
that one on a t-shirt, you guys.
yeah, if he wasn't good at anything, my daddy was a great man, but no, or he was a bad man. But what he wasn't bad at was letting people down.
That's so fucking amazing.
Yeah, no, I remember times,
shit.
dude, when you were drinking, where you know, I would make a plan, or you would actually invite me to something, and I would have to drive all the way up to Mescal Canyon,
Absolutely.
bro. Like an hour and a half drive. Don't let there be traffic. Then you're spending 2 hours in traffic to pull up, and this dude's already drunk. And it's only like 3 o'clock. He's he's hungover, brother.
Oh, I'm hungover drunk, like meaning that I've drank to get over the hangover from the night before, but I've overestimated like how much I thought I could drink more. So I'm fucked up.
You invited me to a party that I could only get in with you, and there was this like chick that I was trying to meet, you know, at the time. He knew I was excited about it. I get up to his crib, you know, and first of all, we're like a little bit late already. I get up there, this dude is in his drawers, man. Jack bottle right in front of him.
Yeah, just like, what's up?
What are you doing here?
Bro. And he goes, what do you mean? What am I doing?
We gotta go, dog. We're 30 minutes.
Oh,
Dad, yeah, no, just chill.
bad.
He's like,
Yeah,
yeah, my
I
bad.
go,
Just
my bad.
chill. Yeah.
that was my number one phrase. My bad.
And it was always
my bad. I mean, but I will say this: what I think is great about this, right?
Okay.
Here's what I think is great about this. One, because that is one of my favorite memories now of Australia is literally watching Devon. Literally look like he's being telekinetically pulled away from where I am.
It's like you fully have the power to come back out here
like,
on this
I'm talking like
cobblestone with me.
Titanic. We're talking like this is like Jack floating away in the water. And like he's just like, no. Right? So
She knew she could have made some room on that damn
that
damn raft. And you gonna leave me out here to freeze in this water?
Dude, I remember it vividly.
Yeah.
Because I could see it all transpiring, but it wasn't my circus. So I was just like,
I know.
See you, bud.
I know. That's the
also-
road.
Go ahead.
Had a great night at the
Had a
Argyle.
great night.
Had a great night at the Argyle. We danced our asses off. That was a good ass
I
time.
don't even dance.
That was a
Dance
good
the
ass
night
time.
away.
We danced till fucking 4 in the morning. We had a great time.
You know, I want you all, now that the time has passed,
Yes,
that,
it's gone.
I'm very happy that y'all had a good time.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, man.
Honestly, I don't think you would have enjoyed it in there anyway.
Probably not. Knowing me, I probably would have been like, how much are the chicken wings? And they would have been like,
There's no chicken wings.
There's that, yeah.
This is a club, sir. There's no chicken wings.
food at all?
Only time for fun here. Yeah,
No,
fun,
there's no
alcohol.
food. I don't
and
think
So
Bro,
you're
it's a
telling me
club.
that all there was dancing,
And alcohol.
EDM beats, and alcohol.
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe it was better I didn't get it.
Hutch didn't even like partying when he did drink.
That's
He was
what I'm
one of
saying.
those-
That got in
You
the
would
way
have
of my
hated it in
drinking.
there.
You say what?
Partying got in the way of my
drinking. Like, so he would prefer to just
like I was
get
like
drunk.
I was like wait. Like I remember I was one time at a bar and it was in Santa Monica, so like one of the most overpriced bars you could ever go to.
Sure.
And I went up and I asked for a shot of honey Jack Daniels. That was like my thing for a while.
Wow.
And
good taste.
Well, here's the thing. She goes, it will be $20 for a shot. And I go,
no.
I go, wait.
No, I said I want a shot.
Wait. I go, wait. $20 for what? He goes, for what you just asked for. I said, I asked for a shot. I didn't ask for like a bottle.
Yeah. Or a mixed
or
cocktail
right.
that you're doing,
goes, No, that's what it is. It's $20 for a shot.
No, I mean like a sliver of the $20 bottle that I would normally buy.
Yeah, and they're
So
like, no, sir, you don't understand.
$5?
Oh no, but like, and the problem is that this is where this phrase that me and Daniel say to each other all the time, which is, are you out of your fucking mind? And so that would always be like, what am I supposed to 20? So I left, and then I just went and drank by myself.
The upcharge is crazy at these
so
clubs,
that's
man.
what I'm telling you. I think actually, had the bar prices been cheaper, maybe I wouldn't have been such a reclusive drunk.
Well, thank God for high bar prices. Then
that's what I'm
saved one of us.
Thank God.
That's good.
We didn't need you out there more.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. No,
but you know what? And I always tell Hutch not to drink. But what you can drink is
well.
I was waiting.
I was waiting for one of us to bring it up, but I'm happy.
What do we got? What do we got here today?
Today on What the Fiddly Fuck Are We Drinking is mustard flavored soda.
Hey, brought to you by Mustard.
Viewers and for the listeners.
Shout out DJ Mustard.
I've never had this one, but this was my idea. Now, I always have to say it's my idea because I'm always reminded that that's why I'm the one that has to drink the entire bottle.
I need a lighter. You got the lighter?
Yeah, it should be over here.
No,
I got my keys.
You got keys?
Yeah.
Oh, I want a lighter. Lighter's way better. Did I pocket the lighter? Hey, let's see if I can catch it.
Oh, there it is.
Wide receiver. Bam. Put it in there. There we go. Let's go, baby.
I just
oh, here you go, brother.
I just want to clarify that unless it's like 100% like natural mustard seeds, like the actual mustard seed,
guarantee you it's not.
I hate the condiment. This yellow mustard,
right?
Yeah.
One of your least favorite.
One of my least favorite things.
Well, luckily,
so I'm so glad this is on my episode.
The choice, right now. I'm going to tell you though.
I'm gonna pop this thing.
I will tell you though.
Oh yeah, you want? Smell this thing.
All right.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, horrible.
That's what I hate.
Smells.
That condiment
I think I've actually ever smelled.
Oh wait, but why does it smells like pickle juice or something like that?
It does smell a little bit like pickle juice.
It
smells
like
really
pickled
bad.
eggs. That's what it smells like.
So here's the thing: the reason
imagine what it tastes like.
Daniel actually told me that if we were going to have this segment,
there's a caveat.
He said you have to drink the whole bottle.
Yeah,
each one.
If I'm
going to
drink the whole bottle, sip a little bit.
And I believe in this segment so much that I'm willing to do this. Now, you don't even have to take a sip. One of
calling me a bitch?
No, you got it.
Well, I'm not calling you a bitch. I ain't calling you a bitch. I'm just saying, look.
I'm a bitch.
Are you going to be able to drink the whole thing?
I'm not drinking the whole thing, but I'll sip it because I'll do anything twice.
Y'all get your fixins. That's what it says.
Would you? Who wants to try it first?
Can you just why?
Yeah, why?
Why this segment? Was Zeke and Luth about gross things?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
To be honest, I never saw an episode.
It was an all boys channel, and it was after your time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking like cheese smoothies.
In the show,
like,
yeah. They were
there was
so this is
turkey jerky that had been someone's genes for at least a year that someone would just start eating.
Okay,
it's
so
like,
this is a part of the show.
Yeah. So and also not only that, but I can't do like the hot ones thing. I hate hot, spicy stuff.
Look at the nasty rim on this thing too, bro.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying that you're gonna be
actually,
a happy
like, why
guy.
is the rim
It
dirty?
looks like
it's
has
corroded.
Well, it looks like no one's bought this.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's been sitting on a shelf for a long time.
It
has, because who wants this?
Bottoms up, guys.
All right, here we go, everybody.
Oh, cheers. I'm sorry, we do a cheers.
Cheers.
So cheers. You can get a 3 in there. Rub those tips. There we go.
All right.
Oh.
Yep. Yep.
Ah.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. There it is.
Ooh.
Ah.
This is worse than the
This
ranch,
is worse
bro.
than the ranch dressing one.
Oh, no, this kid, I feel it in my chest.
Yeah, it's look. I don't know why. Like, I'm not. You two can just put it down.
Who the fuck is Lester, man?
Yeah, Lester's fixins, man.
That guy's
Dude, look
sick.
at Lester.
Yeah,
First
Lester's
off,
a
Lester
sick
looks
man.
like someone that would help you mow your lawn. Okay, I don't want to hear anything about Lester.
Bro.
Lester would help.
Yo, but I don't want to meet Lester's parents. Who would name their child Lester, bro?
That
Look at
name
this
has
guy.
been retired.
Oh,
bro.
by far, it's been
Yeah,
retired
like
for a long
Ethel is kind of retired, but Lester, good lord.
All right, I'll take one more.
Yeah. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
It's not as bad as a yellow bottle of mustard. Oh my!
Whoa.
Oh my god!
I wasn't gonna. There's no way I was not gonna have this throughout the.
Do we have the EMT on standby?
That was
Lord.
insane, Hutch.
You drank all of that.
Hutch just chugged. For those just listening, Hutch just chugged that whole thing. It's
Ooh,
gone.
No.
Jesus.
Yeah, I got to tell you, that sucked.
Well,
I'm gonna be
That
honest.
really
I
sucked.
hate it less than yellow mustard, the actual sauce. So
You hate it less.
Well,
I hate the soda mustard less than actual yellow Heinz mustard. You know,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
filthy.
I mean, that is just
Horrible.
straight piss water.
Yeah,
Terrible.
it just smells kind of like stale piss and fart.
I had,
Yeah, a little bit of
you
that.
know
A little
what?
bit of that.
I'll tell you this is that whenever you have a soda and then, if you had just eaten lunch, right? So I had like a taco salad. So this is a fucked up combo going on.
Oh, you
right
want a
here.
kiss, dude?
I don't
Right.
really know.
Somebody owes you something.
Somebody.
Should we-
I want
should
a
we bring this
prize.
closer?
That's
Right.
what you're right. We just got everyone's just got to move the chairs a little bit closer.
Just
okay?
a prize. Just a prize.
So okay, good. Anyway, so that's the end of that segment.
Yeah.
Real glad.
Wait, no.
thought we-
No. The end of that segment.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. No, not of the podcast.
I'm leaving.
Yo,
Oh,
you're
shit.
out of here. Devin's like, yeah, I gotta go.
Leaves,
Time to
it's
go.
cool.
Yeah.
You guys are into some weird stuff. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Australia. Back to our travels in Australia.
Yep.
I attempted to redeem myself for letting my friend down.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And almost did. All right. We went out. I was like, Hutch, you know what? We're gonna take you back to the Argyle.
Bullshit.
Okay. And it was gonna be great.
None of
The
this worked.
Argyle was closed that day. It was our last day before the flight. The Argyle was closed. We didn't know. We get taken to it and we see, oh shoot, it's closed. And we have the whole crew there again. And I'm like, damn it. But I'm like, yo, I know another spot we can go to. And it was like that first bar that we kind of passed by, where we had to like walk down the
Up on the stairs.
steps.
That spot's amazing. Rooftop's incredible.
Yeah, it had a nice rooftop. So we go there, and we actually had a pretty solid time. Everybody was a little bit dejected. They were like, oh, we thought we were going to have an awesome time. We had been to the Sydney Opera House and all this
Right.
stuff.
That spot's great up there, though.
It was dope, and
Yeah.
we did. We had a good time, but it was a little sleepy
Well,
that
it was
night.
a little sleepy.
Was it
and,
Sunday?
And
It was like a Sunday.
It was
It was-
Sunday.
yeah, it
Of
was like-
course
it was-
the
it was one of
Argyle's
those
not
days
open, you
where, like-
weirdos.
but hold on though. Now this is where, sometimes when you really try to be the best,
Mm.
you realize that maybe you should have stopped where you were at one point.
but there was no stopping.
and then there was no stopping. And so
Mm-mm.
Daniel decided. He goes,
Yeah.
first off,
he wanted to cut the losses. It's
I
like, okay,
wanted
we're
to
at this
cut the
mediocre
losses.
spot.
I go,
you
look,
told me
let's just
Argyle was
kick
so
it
cool.
here. I go, like, the Argyle's not open. Now we're
I'm like,
on
nah, bro. I'm gonna
now
show
we're
my
on like
bro
a
good
rooftop
night.
bar that literally looks like someone like would get killed in The Sopranos in it. Like, it's like, well, you know what I mean? I'm like, it's fine. Like, let's stay here. And he goes, no.
I'm calling a party bus.
He calls a party bus.
So I called a party bus.
Calls a party bus.
I didn't know it was a party bus.
It
Well, I
was a
just did the Uber
fucking
XL,
party
right?
bus.
And this guy pulls up in a party bus. We're like,
Yeah.
what? Okay, dope. And so like 7 of us kind of pile in.
Yeah.
And we tell the guy, hey, it's our friend's birthday, man. Can you play some music for us? In the Club by 50 Cent. And he's like, wait, no, it wasn't In the Club. Let me find you in the club. What's the one? It's your birthday. Ain't gonna party like it's your birthday. So that song or whatever. So
You see my face right now,
he
Dad?
cuts that on. A disco ball drops from the ceiling of the party bus, bro. And it's like,
great.
oh, it's a party, bro. And everybody's excited. Bunch of lights flashing. Hutch still sitting with that same look on his face, like, I can't believe this is
It's
happening.
like, I'm sober as a bird. This is not.
Oh, no, but
I'm
we're not. We're having a blast.
It's not my fucking birthday.
That's how he would have been in
Okay.
the other club anyway. That's how he would have been at the
Exactly.
Argyle.
But I'm just saying,
Good
it
thing you
wasn't
were
my
left out
birthday.
of our
And
party.
why do it to the guy who has the least amount at his disposal to have fun? Why are
be
you
like
doing
that.
that? Why you do it to the guy who doesn't get the happy water?
So we sang him happy birthday. We sang him happy birthday and everything. It was dope.
It was great.
Then they went to one of what 2 Chainz had a birthday song too. Anyway, we get to this spot that some of these locals advised me to go to, you know. Hey, that's our set dog. I don't know if you guys can see him. What's up, big dog? Come on over here, big Barney. Big Barney, what's going on? Oh, he don't want to hang out with us.
He's like, no. He realizes, he knows it's a set now. He's looking at the camera. It's a set.
Oh, okay. But yeah, man. So we pull up to this spot that these locals, they swore by it, like it's the coolest club. And I was like, oh yeah, I heard about that. I went here like 6 years ago. It's gonna be dope. And we pull up after getting off the party bus. It's so exciting. We get out and we're in downtown Sydney. And it's kind of like nothing really going on. And I'm like, dang, okay, this looks really sleepy. We walk into the club, crickets.
Oh, dead.
Crickets, bro. There was nothing. I had never been to a more empty spot in my life.
It's Sunday night, man. What are you doing?
But still, and I thought I had the locals told me about this spot. We get in there and I'm like, I remember it, but there were people in the rafters last time and they were up on the and no one was there.
Sometimes you're fighting it, man.
It was terrible. Just these 2 guys were there, and then they gave me some info. So I'm like, all right. It doesn't stop here. We're still going. We're going. Round 2.
Call
another one, man. And it wasn't a party bus. It's really starting to look bleak.
And by the way, this has become it was
a chore at that time.
This went from being trying to redeem the night for me to Daniel was like, I'm gonna have fun.
No, yes, we're gonna.
And so he was on a mission, and I know when Daniel gets on a mission,
for my dog, for my brother.
I was like, first off, don't act like this is for me anymore.
Yeah,
at this point, I'm just getting dragged here. Yeah. I said, this is a dragging moment. I was like, I'm just stuck here.
And as if it couldn't get worse, we pull up to this other spot, man. And
do you want me to describe this one?
You can describe it.
Because this is one of the most for all listeners and anyone watching. There is a movie from the late 90s called Blade.
Yeah, it actually kicked off all these superhero movies.
Blade, Marvel, and
Wesley Snipes. Turner.
And the very first scene is going into this very, very crowded, dark, red lit club with this EDM music playing. It's like
techno, more techno.
Techno. And that's what we walked into.
No, it was dark. Oh no! First of all, we get there. They don't accept card, right?
Right.
But one of the bouncers recognizes me.
Right.
I remember. No, but it was like a bunch of drug-addled people like walking up and down.
Like people were fucked.
Oh, dude! And there was a guy clearly trying to pickpocket you
people.
And some of the other teachers.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, y'all, just keep walking. Don't talk to the man.
Don't talk to him.
Follow me.
I was like, well, look. First off, he's in my way.
One of the teachers was trying to explain to the guy, like, oh yeah, or not even explain, just ask him questions. Yeah. So what's the place we should go to? And he's all just trying to be all feely and stuff like that. I'm like, no, you have some survival instinct.
We gotta go.
Come this way. But the bouncer's like, oh dude, Cookie, nasty classified. Oh, wow. And I was like, yo, you just missed my bro Devon. He's in town too. That is dope, man. Yeah, we don't accept card. And so I'm like, oh, so I got to go get some Australian dollars. All right, I'm going to do it. But they're like, no, bro, we got to get out of here. I really don't want to do this. I'm like, bro, just let me go get this money.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get in. I go run to get the money. Yep. Left you guys outside. The freaking pickpocket is back with these guys. I don't know why they didn't get away from him or go into a store, but he's there again. And then I come out and I just go ahead and pay. And they actually gave me a discount. And you have to go up these like stairs.
Well, what great people.
They're great.
This
but you have to go up this huge staircase to get up, and then you turn right, and that's where it's revealed this Blade vampire club.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro.
It's like you've literally just got and let me just say this. Now, I don't know. Luckily, we're not naming the club, so no one's going to take offense. You know, you walk into places sometimes and you realize these people have given up. It's over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're still locked into the music, but they gave up a long time ago.
But they gave up a long time ago. They're just existing. You know, they're not trying to better themselves anymore. So I look around and I look at Daniel and I'm looking around and I'm like, and Daniel goes like this. And walks away into the crowd.
It's a club, and there was a lot of these sad people. Right. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't, it was 300 sad people all packed like sardines.
It was going.
So it was going off.
It was
going.
It was like 300 really sad people.
But I could feel the vibe though. So I'm like, I got to go in the middle of the crowd and make it look like it's fun. So I go in the middle of the crowd and just start doing this, and then I turn around. everyone's gone.
Gone.
Except for two of the teachers who stuck around. It was kind of their vibe.
It was their vibe. Yeah, yeah.
I could have gotten down at the Blade Vampire Club for
yeah,
sure.
I like that stuff, man.
Yeah.
I've been
to Berlin, my guy. It's a vibe.
It's a certain vibe. It's a certain
and the
vibe.
thing is, again, like, you know, I have nothing. Look. People like all sorts of things that I don't like.
Yeah.
And so that it's not about whether or not these things are inherently good or bad.
Yeah,
it's just about the fact that this was the third stop.
Yeah.
On just a failed, you know, I mean, we're talking like, dude, this is like, we're the four, you know, we're like, you know, Frodo Baggins and Samwise Gamgee, okay, and we're not making it to Mordor. Like, you're trying, we're not making it, you know,
but you do make it, and you kiss at the end.
So who kisses at the end?
Sam and Frodo.
They don't.
I mean,
they don't.
They
absolutely don't.
They didn't show it on camera, but when they were sitting there on that volcano.
You're gonna tell me that was when they decided that like with the lava around them.
Yeah. When they're sitting there
thinking
this is the end.
I gotta tell you that doesn't feel like it was romantic.
If you don't kiss somebody in that moment,
they're like, we're gonna die, but we destroyed the ring. No one's around.
Yeah, I don't think so. No, I'm gonna have to. I'm too much of a Lord of the Rings. I can't.
No, listen. I'm a huge. I say this as a huge Lord of the Rings fan. Those are my favorite movies.
Are they your favorites?
Yes, they kissed.
You
weren't reading between the lines, man.
Unless you watched the Peter Jackson director's cut edition that I haven't seen. They definitely just get picked up by eagles and leave.
Right before
they get picked up by
eagles and leave.
Okay.
But
that's what happens.
But if you pay attention, when they get picked up, they're spooning.
It's not what's happening. First off, neither one of them is conscious at that point. They're picked up by the claws.
Not conscious after the fucking passion of that kiss.
You think that's what you think? I feel like the reading between the lines is if you read between the lines and then you read between lines and
you wrote your own line.
You know what I'm saying? There's like a real
It's gonna happen, my guy.
I'm pretty sure I'm
this
right.
was some fan fiction. I'm gonna have to go with fan
pretty
fiction
sure
on
I'm
this
right.
one.
Man.
Samwise Gamgee forever, man.
Bruh. But that was our Australia trip, and then we
God bless.
met at the airport, and we got on up out of there.
God bless, man. Yeah, that's the last time I saw you, Hutch.
Yeah, man. Yeah, last time I saw you, you were
I was waving at
having
you.
a great time.
Waving away. Yeah. You know,
I was reaching for
I
you.
love that you brought it up too, because I was going, I wonder, like, does he remember doing the full-on Titanic thing? I remember
it.
Like, I didn't
I remember it
It was a moment.
vividly.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to see you so I could laugh about that moment because it was so comical. The whole situation was so comical.
It really was one of those things where, again, I made the mistake of wearing sweatpants.
Yeah,
that was a mistake. It was a mistake. I admit that.
You played your hand wrong.
Look, the only thing I will say is that I saw a few other people that were wearing things that I think
could have been denied as well.
Should have been denied.
Oh yeah, he started pointing at other people.
I'm just pointing stuff out.
Shorts on.
Yeah, I'm like, first off, that person's wearing like literally a plastic bag. Like,
was it a woman?
What's the difference?
Yes. It might have been.
Yeah, no grown man walked in a plastic bag.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, it was. And you know what? Look. This is one of my favorite things about bad and good in life. Like, when you have like a bad time, because the comedy of it will come in later, and then it ends up becoming one of your favorite stories.
Yeah, comedy is tragedy plus time.
Tragedy plus time. So I don't have any.
I'm they.
Yeah.
They say.
They say.
Tragedy plus time, they say. Yeah. Yes.
I felt the comedy immediately because it wasn't tragic to me.
It wasn't tragic.
I saw the tragedy on your face.
Tragedy,
and in my head, that reach was like, one day we'll laugh about this.
I didn't see the big picture then.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't
because
see it
you
then.
had to stand on a cold street and find your way back to a hotel that was
I
miles
literally
away.
I had my hands in my pockets. I looked like the school kid that got left out of dodgeball.
Yeah, he does that one little kick at the ground. Stand their hands in the pocket.
Man, why does no one want to play with me? Like, it's just like,
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah,
it's all right, man. Like, I appreciate that. I think that apology might be more sincere than the other one.
Hey,
yeah,
because the one you gave me was like, I'm sorry you felt that way.
Yeah, but we have work
Classic
to do,
Daniel.
big dog. Yeah, hey, it is what it is, man.
Yeah,
Dude.
sick, man.
So yeah, anything you're excited you got working on? Oh, we got tours coming up, man.
Yeah, I mean, so
These
much
Ned's
excited.
live
Man.
shows.
There's so much dope shit going on. I mean, Ned's Pod has been just like the joy of my life for the last while, and just it's so fun when you, Lindsay, and I are working together. So that every Wednesday is so fun.
Yeah.
I just recently finished a record for Good Valley, my music project that I'm going to put out.
Yeah, it's dope.
By the time this airs, I don't know when this is airing, but I'll probably have my remixes out that Rob Pinkston, Coconut Head, did a remix of one of my tracks. So did Theo Olivares, my friend Val Fleury.
Wonderful.
And I might have a feature on one of those, maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna find how we overlap you with Good Valley at some point.
That part.
Yeah, so just making like my favorite music I've ever made, which is just fulfilling. No matter what it does externally, I'm like fulfilled artistically by the music I'm making right now, and that is a fucking rare feeling, you know?
Yeah.
Like with acting, I'm never satisfied. I'll never be satisfied. There's always more I want out of it, or a different version on a scene, or there's this inherent dissatisfaction for me with acting. And with this music project, I just don't feel dissatisfied. I'm like, this is what I want to put out. So that's been nice. And then we got a bunch of live Ned's Pod all summer.
Shows,
like we're going to be in, it's looking like maybe 10 cities over the summer doing live pod.
That's
meeting people in person. Like, I'm so excited, man.
Yeah, if you're up for the trip, man, maybe you can pull up on us.
Oh, I definitely can.
Tight.
Yeah,
you came to the first live show.
I came to the very first one. Yeah, man. I wanted. Yeah, it was cool to see though. It was like, it's kind of, everything you guys did was very, it's like a concert. I like that. I like how much it's such a, it was entertaining in, I think, a very different way than like, the recorded pods.
Exactly.
But it had that same spirit, I love that.
We didn't want to, we're asking people to come out, like spend money and come out of their house at night to an event, to a theater. And like when we were building it, when we were producing it, like we were talking about that, like, yeah, we could kind of just go up there and do what we do on the podcast, but like that medium is so different. They're coming to a night out with a bunch of people with this similar interest of Ned's. So like, let's create a fucking experience and like some energy.
It's super interactive.
And let's interact with them as much as we can. And also, we're fucking maniacs, so it's just like, give us a microphone and a stage, and we're gonna fucking turn the energy up to 10. We can't help it.
That part.
There's no turning it off.
Nah.
No chill. Yeah. We have no chill.
You know what? That works to your advantage here.
It does.
It really does.
It does.
I mean, that's what made it so much fun.
That part.
So.
Yeah.
That's
the audience
awesome,
that came out to the first one was so great, man.
They were fantastic.
Yeah, right? Like, what
they were
lovely
just
people.
and they were such diehard fans too. It was such a cool thing to see.
Yeah, we stayed till they kicked us out of the venue, just talking to all the fans after.
Yeah, that's
like,
awesome.
Scott Fellows came. Yeah, we kicked it with him for a little bit in the back. Yeah.
Scott Fellows, Scott Plimpton. We had that was a blast.
Yeah.
So doing that all summer, I cannot wait, man.
That's gonna be awesome. Well, congratulations, guys.
Thanks,
that
man.
part, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
You got another the movie in the works still too. What can you tell us? Is it okay if I inquire about?
Sure.
Rust?
What do you want to know, man?
Rust. Just wait. Well, what's like? When will it be? When will we have Rust? Or is it on a stop? Or
I wish I had answers. No, it'll come out. Like, we finished it, so it will come out. But I have no idea when or what yet. There's no like official word on anything. Yeah. It's been a long post process, and obviously some fucking trials going on around it. So I don't know when or what, but it will come out someday.
Yeah. So everybody who wants to see Devon as a cowboy, I know you're used to Cowboy Cookie from the show, but we'll actually have Cowboy Ned.
Yeah, for any listeners who don't know, I am a cast member in the film Rust, and it's like a old Western that has been in the media if you haven't seen. But yeah, I play a gnarly, gross cowboy.
Yeah, you nailed it, bro. It's like you had some practice in another life. Or,
I feel like I have. Yeah, that is a super complicated experience on Rust. But, But there's a lot on it that I'm like grateful for, and then there's a lot that I'm just kind of like, how is this? How did this happen? How was I there? Why? Why?
Yeah,
it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, we'll see. Because so Alec has like charges against him, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like those charges are pretty insane. If you know how films work and you know the responsibility of actors on a set, like it's just not, in my humble opinion, it's just not on him. If you're told the gun is a prop, you're told the gun is a prop. And yes, there are safety measures you take, even though it's a prop, but this is just a fucking horrible accident. I don't even know. I don't know. We still don't really know
like
exactly how. There's just a lot. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it, man. Too. Yeah, she was convicted, man.
So it's already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know what to say about it, man. It's tough. It's just like it's so much, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much.
Looked like a dream set, though. You know, like I think of a lot of like films, like old westerns. Just that's TV to me. Like, like I remember growing up with my grandma watching like Bonanza and that type of stuff. You know, so
yeah, that was like a added layer to the tragedy of it. Was many of us, including Helena, rest in peace, were feeling that on the set, which is just like. The old Western genre is a classic genre of cinema, and if you love film, like you just know that, and they're not made often these days. So I feel like anyone who's been on an old Western film set, like in modern day, has to feel the things that a lot of us were feeling, which is just like, how fucking cool is this?
I
like
get a chance
everyone
to do
in
this.
their period piece garb, horses around, the old town you're in, like there's just something to that genre that just feels so classic and reminds us that we're a part of like a long lineage, a history of cinema. And like I'm a movie freak. Like I love it. I'm obsessed. And so is Helena. So is a lot of people on that set. So there was this feeling of that while working on it. Like, wow, man, we're getting to live out like childhood dreams of making a Western, you know, cowboys, pew pew, and added to the tragedy.
Would you do a Western? Your grandfather, like the great Royal Dano, was in a bunch of old Westerns, right?
Yes, he was.
My parents were watching one.
Wait, what?
The other day, yeah, his grandfather, like, yeah, he's a what do you call those babies? He's one of those trust fund babies.
Oh, he's a nepo baby.
Nepo baby, that's what it is. He said, what?
You know what I love is that went from being like a really sweet moment, like being like, you know, you remember your grandfather doing all this good work to, you're a piece of shit. You know that? It's like, why did it have to do it? Why?
I'm joking.
Yeah, no, he did like, he did so many Westerns with like John Wayne, James Cagney, and Jimmy Stewart, and then the one though that most people know him from now, right? Just because it's having that resurgence with the game coming out, is he played the old man in Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
No way.
The guy, the old man with the dog that gets killed in the beginning, is my grandfather.
Wow.
Yeah. So
dude.
they're actually.
And his name's Royal.
Royal.
No, but
Royal
his name
Dano.
My middle name is Royal. Yeah.
Hutchings Royal Dano.
That's right.
Hold the fuck on.
I know.
He said, "Where'd you get this ings from?"
Your name is Hutchings.
Yeah, that's right.
Hutchings.
INGS.
That's a lit name, bro.
Hutchings. Yeah.
Hutchings. It does sound like Hutchings.
Like,
it does sound like part of the
It sounds a little too fancy for me, though.
For your degenerate ass, for sure, bro.
You know, I'm starting to think it's not the chair. It used to be the hot chair, meaning that like there were people on each side. I was sitting in that chair, and then now it's still happening. So I'm gonna have to go with this is probably Daniel's fault. I'm not gonna because Devon's only been here this.
You're gonna blame this on Daniel? No, this is on you, man.
How did
this is on you and how you've lived your life and who you are.
I'm very, you make some good points.
No, you make some good points.
Hutchings Royal Dano for you that's wild.
But see, he was trying to combat it, I think, all his life.
So I put Hutch.
Yeah.
And the reason
that
Hutch is because I tried to give a Valentine to somebody, Hutchings, one year, and the girl laughed at me. Because of my name. And in fifth grade, people aren't exactly the most understanding or accepting. And so I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll shorten my name. And so I shortened it for middle school.
Okay,
Wow.
I'm really sorry. We're hitting a core.
Oh, I
wound
mean,
of
you,
yours.
like,
wound.
if it makes you feel any better, Daniel has consistently just hitting water pipes as he's been digging.
Little zingers.
He's just been, he's just been hitting the pipes have just been bursting.
Well, I gotta say, I know for me, maybe not for Daniel, but I know for me, there's like that book out that everyone talks about, which is the like love languages, like the 5 love languages. There's gifting, words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, and I feel like there's a 5th one that I'm forgetting.
I think it's that terrible one, gift receiving.
No, that goes into gifting.
Okay.
But whatever, those are the ones that everyone talks about.
Sure.
But they're missing the love language of talking shit to someone you love.
Yeah, that's
that
a real
is
one.
true,
And it is a love language of mine.
I know.
Yes.
No. I'm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely is.
Like, because there's an art to it. There's a way of hitting someone that's love. And there's a way of doing it where you're a dick and hitting that fine line.
Right.
Not crossing the boundary.
Also
it's
coming
art.
back on, like, I love when it comes back on me.
Yeah. Sending it back.
My birthday was in March, and we have a team member at Podco, Lauren, and she's our youngest member. She runs most of our socials at Podco. And I told her on my birthday, and like she's like, she's kind of just getting to know all of us. She's great. She's great like part of our team. But I messaged her on my birthday. I'm like, hey, put up a little birthday post for me on our Ned's Instagram, not just for my own vanity, but just like, let's let the audience like wish me a happy birthday. Like, let's get them involved on my birthday. And she goes,
sure.
She goes, sure. She goes, anything specific to mine? I was like, nah, you got it, dude. She goes and finds the most embarrassing photos of me, like these moody photos of me as a teenager with my guitar, like looking off into the distance, like emotional. First of all, I was like 15 in these photos.
Totally.
Trying to look like John Mayer.
I'm living in my Hollywood Hills house. Ned's had just ended. I have more money than I've ever had. Like, this is the best time of my life. And I'm there like pretending to be moody because I have a guitar. And she finds like 10 of these photos and puts them on a slide and puts the funniest caption, kind of roasting me. Like, we really hope you spend some quality time with your guitar today, and just roasted me with this birthday post. I absolutely loved it. I was like, you get me and my love language, and it made me laugh and it made me cringe. And I love that she got to know me well enough to know that she could post that shit.
She executed it.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So, yeah.
Well,
God bless.
As
man.
far as like, the art form of doing it where it's love and the balancing of it, I'd say you're both not very good at it.
You're out of balance. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
shit.
I think that's our show.
Perfect place to end on.
We're out of pocket,
Thanks
Devon.
thanks for coming on.
Go
Devon.
check out my music, Good Valley Music. Listen to Ned's pod more than this pod.
Every Wednesday. He's like, oh, more than this pod? Oh, just double up on your podcast, guys.
Double up. No, I'm really glad you guys are doing this. Great to see you both.
We're having fun.
You too, pal.
Hey, like and subscribe on all the platforms. Zeke and Luth Pod. We're out of here. Peace.